Once you're ready, we'll come to a sitting position. We'll sit in a cross-leg position. Feel free to grab cushions, bolsters, rollers, anything else. And then we'll just lengthen up through the spine. Relax the rib cage down a little bit and close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, tune inward. Start to take your focus first of all to the inside of your head. Turning your eyes inward to that inner space. And then move the focus down to the throat. And down to the center of the chest. Feel the whole chest cavity. And bring your awareness to your abdomen, the upper part of your abdomen. And then the lower part of your abdomen. And all the way down to the pelvis, tailbone. And then take 1 or 2 breaths, just moving the awareness from the tailbone to the top of the spine and back down. So just moving the awareness with the breath up and down. And then as you take your next exhale, letting go of that awareness of the spine. And just keep aware of your breath, keeping your eyes closed. Just lean forward for a second. And then lean over to the right, lean back a little bit, tucking the chin, and lean over to the left. And so we'll just move into those rotations. When you're ready, go in the other direction. We'll do one more. And come all the way forward, stay here, roll out of that position, raising your arms overhead, nice big stretch. And then exhale, go to the right into a twist. And then inhale, raising the arms back to center, and then exhale to the left. Taking that inhale back through to center. And then we'll take both fingers to the shoulders. Now take your elbows to touch in front and then bring a big lift up and around and down, sliding it around. Inhale and exhale. When you're ready, go the other way. Once more. We're going to stay with the fingers on the shoulders, keeping the elbows wide this time, and then just turn towards the right and then turn to the left and just rotate the spine. As you come back through to the center, pause here, raising both arms up, placing the right hand on the ground and then side bending over towards the left. Keep reaching out through the fingers. Take that inhale back through to the center, over to the other side, stretching out. And one more big inhale, reaching up, sitting very tall, releasing the arms back down. So if we're on a cushion, we'll hop off it. And we're just going to sit with the legs straight out in front, raising the arms up, and just go to a very easy forward bend. So the hands can be on the shins or the toes or the knees. And then just take some easy breaths there. Now take an inhale, sit up very tall with your arms straight out in front, and then just lift up through the pelvic floor, scoop your belly and just move into a curved spine, so just curving back a little bit, sitting back up tall, and then reaching back past the toes. Taking the inhale, engaging pelvic floor as you roll back into a C curve, sitting back up, and then reaching towards the toes. Do that a couple of times, so you kind of roll back a little bit, sit up, and then reach forward. So we're getting a little bit of warm up through the core, but also a bit more stretch and mobility through the lower back, hamstrings. And we'll do that one more time. Now we're going to come all the way to lie down. And then reach back with both arms. Just take a bit of a yawny stretch. Extending out through the fingers. And then bring your knees up to the chest and hold on to the knees. Flattening through the back. So let's place the feet on the ground here. Place your hands on your belly and then start to move your pelvis backwards and forwards. So with your hands on the belly, rock your pelvis backwards and forwards. So lower back imprints into the mat and then lifts away from the mat. Just do that a couple of times. Now find the middle so that you're leveling out. So you're not flat on the back, on the mat, and you're also not lifting your back off the mat. You're in between. Keep your hands on your belly for now and then relax through your shoulders. And then think about your pelvic floor. So you're going to engage through the pelvic floor, lift up, and then take your right leg up to a tabletop position and hold it there. So feel the core engaging. So it's 90-degree angle at the knee and at the hip. Feel your deep abdominals engaging, and then bring the other leg up as well. So both legs up at tabletop. Feeling that core engaged. Now place your hands against your thighs and then just kind of push your thighs away from you. So lift up through pelvic floor, keep pushing into the thighs, hold it here. And what you want to feel is that your sacrum, the back of the pelvis, is heavy, shoulders are relaxed. And take another 2 breaths. One more breath here. And then we'll place the feet back on the ground, arms on the floor now. Tilt the pelvis, lift the hips, come up into a bridge. So press into your hands, squeeze your bottom, keep your core engaged. Hold it here. Stay for extra breath here. And then come back down. Let's bring the legs back to tabletop, so that 90-degree angle. Bring your hands against your thighs, so placing your hands up against your thighs. Lower back pressing, imprinting slightly. And now from here, raise your left arm to the ceiling. Left arm up. Keep pressing into your right thigh and then extend your left arm and leg away from each other. Hold it here and then bring it back. So as you keep doing that, you push your thigh into your hand as you extend the other arm and leg away. So exhale, bring it back, inhale, and again. One more. Now we place the left hand on the thigh, right arm to the ceiling, and extend the right arm and leg away and bring it back. Push into that left thigh. Keep going, exhale. Flattening the low belly, 2 more here. One more. Place both hands onto your thighs. Press into the thighs with both hands and now lift your head and shoulders. So crunch up and keep pressing into the thighs. Hold it here. Head comes down, hands to the floor, feet to the floor, lifting the hips back up. Squeeze and hold, straight line from the ribs to the hips to the knees. Stay there. Now this time stay there, making sure that your hips stay up. Press into your left foot and bring your right leg up to that tabletop position. So bent knee, good. Place the right foot down and then lift the left leg up. And what we want to try and see is that you're not tilting or dropping through your hips. Bring the foot down, breathe in, raising the leg up, breathing out, keeping your core strong, your glutes strong. Bring that leg down, other leg up, and bring it down. Come down with your bottom and hug your knees into the chest. Now keep holding your left knee with both hands and raise your right leg straight up to the ceiling. And then from here, begin to lower that right leg down without touching the floor and then bring that leg back up. So right leg down and back up. As the leg comes down, keep your core engaged. Take the leg down, hover it above the floor, lift your head up, bring your nose towards the knee, hold it here. And now lower the head down and bring that leg down to the mat. Keep holding the left knee. And then your opposite hand takes the leg across into a twist. So your right hand takes that left leg across and going into a twist. Hold it here. And come back to center, straighten out the left leg. Bring the right knee into the chest and hold on to it. Raise your left leg straight up to the ceiling. Keeping that right knee close, lowering the left leg down, slowly engaging the core. Inhale up, exhale down. One more here. Now bring your nose towards the knee, so lifting up and hold it here, squeeze it out, And then as you lower your head, lower the leg, and then your left hand takes the leg across. Roll into that twist. Now let's go back to center. Place the feet back on the ground, fairly close to the bottom, arms down alongside the body. We're going to put that together with that bridging. So raise your right leg straight up to the ceiling. And then lift your hips up. So come up into a bridge. So nice straight line. Now you're going to lower the hips down, but don't touch the ground with your bottom. And at the same time, you're going to lower that leg down. So as you lift your hips up, you raise the leg up. And as you lower your hips down, you lower the leg down. So we go up and then down. Lift up, squeeze your bottom, lift, and bring it down. Not too fast. Okay, one more. Now we place that foot down. Come down with your bottom. Raise your left leg up, hold it here, and then lift your hips up. And as you lift your hips, you reach that leg away. As you lower the hips, the leg goes up. So your bottom lifts up off the floor as you lower the leg down. So lift your bottom up as the leg comes towards the floor, and then lower your bottom down, but don't quite touch the floor. So you're going up and down with your hips. One more. Okay, let's take that leg down. Hug the knees back into the chest. All right, let's raise the right leg up to the ceiling and hold on to the leg. And then take your left leg out, but don't touch the ground. So keep that left leg extended. Keep it just off the floor. Hold it here. Now bring your nose to the knees. Squeeze the breath out. We're going to stay up here. We're just going to switch legs. And we're going to stay here and switch legs. And again, switching. Now you want to exhale every time as that leg comes down. Keep that going. Keep the head lifted, shoulders relaxed. Keep that crunch. Okay, we'll do another 4, 3, 2, one more, and then the knees to the chest. Hold it here. Now we're going to take the arms out to the side. So bring your arms out wide. And you can challenge this a little bit, like instead of having your arms flat on the ground, you can bend your arms so your elbows are on the floor, and you can make light fists towards the ceiling. So you could have bent elbows or arms out to the side. Now keep your knees close together so your knees are actually touching and your knees and feet are touching. And then take both legs towards the right, only halfway towards the ground. So you can see if you've got your arms bent, it's going to be harder. And then back to center. Go the other way. Hold it here. And then push into the elbows as you come back to center. Go the other way. And back to center, navel to the spine. Okay, we're going to be back to center, stay here. Now keep the knees together and raise your left leg straight up to the ceiling. So your knees are together. And then take your legs over towards the right with that left leg straight. Hold it there for a second. And then navel to spine, back to center. Switching legs. Going over towards the left. Hold it here. And then exhale back to center. Switching legs. Go over towards the right. back to center. Over to the other side. Back to center, other side. One more. Now hold it center. If you want to try, you can have both legs straight. Otherwise, keep one knee bent or both knees bent, and you can have your arms straight out for this one. Go over towards the right and back to the center. You might want to slow it down a bit. Exhale. Okay, one more each side. And then we're going to bend both knees and go over to the right with both knees bent into that twist. Relax here for a moment. And then over to the other side. And back to center. Now stretch the legs down the mat, reach back with both arms, and come to a sitting position. Now don't slide all the way back on the mat. So come to sitting, but don't slide back, just reach forward. We're going to go to Dhruta Halasana. So from here, breathing in, raise your arms, hands to the floor, and then exhale, bring the legs all the way over. Coming back to sitting, try and get the legs to land lightly, and then exhale forward again. Inhale, raising the arms, and then exhale, going over. Inhale back, raising your arms, and then exhale, reaching forward. And again, breathing in and back. Up, reach forward. Two more. We're going to go one more time to the plow pose, to Halasana, and then stay there for a few breaths. Coming back to sitting, raising your arms and reaching forward and stay there. Okay, let's come back to sitting. Now take your right leg and just tuck it in on the inside of your left leg. So the left leg stays in the front, and tuck the right leg in. Raising both arms up, twisting towards the right leg. Place a hand on the ground. So that right knee just opens up, this inside of your foot is on the ground. Raise your right arm to the ceiling and then lean out sideways into that side bend. Come back up as you raise both arms, facing forward to the straight leg and then reaching towards the toes. Come back again, raising the arms back into the twist. Raising the right arm, side bending. This time, place your right hand on the ground, but raise your left arm up. And then come up, and you're pushing into the knee, into the foot, lifting your hips, press into the floor with your hand, and reach back and send your hips forward. And then place a bottom down, raise both arms, breathe in, and then back towards your straight leg. Okay, we'll take both arms up and release. Let's take the right leg out to the front. Tuck your left leg in. And again, raising both arms. We'll go with the twist first. So twist towards the bent knee. Then raise your left arm up and side bend. So lean out over that straight leg sideways. Come back facing forward, raising both arms. Inhale, reach towards your toes as you exhale. Taking that inhale again, back to the twist as you exhale. Raising the left arm, side bending. Now let's place the left hand on the ground, right arm up. And you're going to come back up onto the knee, push your hip forward, reach back. Send your hips to the front, press the floor away. And then come back down, raising both arms and back to the straight leg. Big inhale, raising the arms and release. Bring them down. Let's swing the legs around to the back. And we're going to make our way to a hands and knees position. Hands directly underneath the shoulders and knees under the hips. Start by extending long through the spine, taking a look forward and up. And then as you exhale, going back to a round spine, pressing the ground away. So we'll keep this going for a moment. Okay, the next time when you look up, so again, looking up towards the ceiling, raise your right leg up behind. Keep pushing strongly through the arms. And then as you exhale, go back into a round spine, bringing the nose towards the knee. Breathing in, lifting up. And then exhale, going into a round spine. Press the ground away, crunch your abs. Inhale. And then exhale back into a round spine. One more time. Inhale. Placing the knee on the ground. Let's go to the left leg. Reach up. Look forward and up. And then exhale, round spine, nose to the knee, drive the ground away. Inhale. Keeping the arms strong here. Exhale. Two more. All right, let's come back to the knees, hands and knees. And then from here, placing your hands directly underneath the shoulders, tuck your toes. Keep your shoulders, so your nose is just in front of your fingers, and plug the shoulders in. Tucking your toes, keeping your spine neutral. Take a breath in, engage your core. And then as you exhale, just hover your knees a millimeter off the floor. So you're just hovering your knees. Your arms stay strong. Stay there for a breath. Then push your bottom up to the ceiling and do a little march on the spot. Pressing Alternating heels into the floor. We'll take both heels towards the ground and stay there for a moment. Come down, hover the knees again. And now step your right leg forward between the hands, opening up through the hip. Tuck the back toe, push back to the mountain, hold it here. Come back down to the knees and step the left leg forward and lengthening out. Step back to the mountain. Now keep strong through the arms, raise your right leg high. Come forward into that plank position with the knee just hovering, so drive the ground away. Come back up, breathing in, strong through the arms. Exhale, drive the ground away, keep the knee close to the chest. Inhale, coming forward as you exhale. And this is the last one. This time we're going to step the leg through and hold it here, back leg straight, take a look forward, and then straighten the front leg, drive into your heel. Bend the front knee, take the back foot on an angle and come up into warrior one. And hold it here. Taking the hands back to the floor, stepping back to the mountain, and hold it here. Strong through the arms. Raising the left leg high, let's come forward into the plank and hover the knee, crunch. Inhale as we go back up. Exhale, come forward, crunch. Inhale again. Exhale forward. And now on the next one, we step it through. Hold it here, breathe in, take a look forward. Straighten the front leg as you breathe out. Bend the front knee, take the back foot on an angle and come up into your warrior stance. Nice and strong. Hands come back to the floor, step back to the mountain. Now, from here, come up onto your toes, go forward into your high plank and stay there. A couple of breaths. Keep pushing your arms into the floor strong. Lift your chest slightly. Now lower your body to the ground and stay here. Reaching arms out to the front, keeping your hands shoulder width apart. Forehead's just floating off the ground, pubic bone slightly tilted to the floor, and then lift one arm and opposite leg and hold it here. And bring that down, take the other arm and leg up and holding. Bring it down, let's go the other side again. And bring it down, other side. And then we bring it down, we're going to go both arms and legs up. And hold it here, core strong. Hold and breathe. We're going to take one more breath. And then release down, slide the hands back. Let's come back to child's pose. And then come back up to hands and knees again. Tuck your toes and push back up to the mountain and hold. Let's go through that again. So I'm going to raise the right leg high, come forward into a high plank and bring that knee close. Bring it back through behind, inhale. Exhale, come forward, hovering the knee. Again, back up. Hover the knee. Coming back up, and we'll step it through between the hands. Straight into warrior pose. Good. Hold for a few breaths. One more exhale. Hands to the floor, step back to the mountain. Raising the left leg high, come forward, crunch, inhale up, exhale forward. Once more. And then stepping through and straight into that warrior pose. Bring the hands to the floor. Now let's step to the front of the mat. Fold forward, so shift your weight forward a little bit, sink into it. Maybe grab your ankles. And then roll back to an upright position. We'll take the arms overhead. Now stay here, keep the arms nice and strong. And then unlock your knees a little bit, stick your bottom out, and just come down to your level with the floor. So your back muscles are working, core muscles are working, shoulders nice and strong here. Stay in that straight line as much as possible. And then fold all the way down. Take a look forward, flatten the spine and reach forward with your arms again, and then push through the legs, come all the way up. And then lower the arms back down. Okay, let's do that again. So arms come up first, holding. Sit the bottom back a little bit, start to hinge forward, core strong and holding. And then fold all the way. Flatten the spine, take a look out to the front, reaching with your arms, push through the feet, come all the way up, and then arms come back down. Good. Okay, take your arms straight out to the front, come up onto your toes, and then reach one arm back, the other arm stays forward and you're on your toes. Bring both arms to the front. Let's go the other way. So left arm or one arm back. Try and stay on your toes. Come back to the front and come all the way down. So let's keep the core engaged. Place your hands onto your hips. Take your left foot behind. Just touch the floor with your toes. Keeping that core engaged. And then tip forward. So you're going to tip all the way forward and that leg lifts up. And then we come back, place that foot down. So let's place the hands on the hips, right leg back, core engaging, holding, and then tip forward. And then come back. All right, let's take the arms out to the side, left foot behind, and then again tip forward. So lifting that leg nice and strong. Hold it here. Come back, bring the arms down. Strong core, right leg behind, arms out to the side, tipping forward. Back muscles strong, core strong, glutes strong, shoulders strong. And then coming back. Okay, one more time. So left leg behind, arms out to the side, tipping forward. Now stay here, reach forward with your arms. Reach out to the side with your arms, and if you can, try bringing your right arm down, left arm up, tipping sideways. Back to center, and then come back. It's a wobbly one. So right foot behind, arms out to the side, stay there for a moment, and then tipping forward. Once you're forward, try reaching forward with your arms, hold. Back out to the side, holding, and then try going right arm up and left arm down. Back. And then up. That wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. All right, arms straight out to the side. Come up onto your toes. Bend your knees. Keep your heels on the ground if you can. Go all the way down and then try sitting back onto the seat without using your hands if you can. Well done. And then hold your knees. Float the feet off the ground. We're going to go rolling back into sitting. Twice more. And then have a lie down onto your back. Now keep your knees bent. Just take a moment, exhale. Let's take the right ankle, cross the left knee, lift the left leg up and reach through and grab your left thigh. Use your elbow to open that knee out to the side a little. Stay there for a few more breaths, just using your elbow to open that knee. And we'll slide the right leg further along, so squeeze the legs together, arms out to the side, and then take both legs over to the left, with the legs squeezing together. You could even bring them all the way around into a bind. And then slowly, slowly come back to center. Place your feet back on the ground. Let's take the left ankle, cross the right knee. Lift up and grab the right thigh. Use your elbow to open the knee. Another couple of breaths holding it like this. And then slide the left leg further along and bring both legs over towards the right. And exhale as you sink into it. Then slowly come back to center, unwrap the legs. Now take your feet as wide as the mat. Just do a little window wiper here. So feet are wider than your hips as the knees fall from side to side. Just roll around, massaging the glutes a little, releasing the back. And taking the legs to the right, hold it here. You can bring that right leg on top if you like. So going into that IT band stretch. Placing the right foot on the ground as the knees flop to the left. You can bring that left leg on top. Again, hold it for a stretch. Feet on the ground as you come back to center. Stretch your legs down the mat. Bring your arms down alongside the body. Now make two light fists. So you tuck your thumbs in and squeeze the thumbs, lifting the arms just off the floor. Lift your head and shoulders so you're looking down to your toes, and then lift one leg off the floor, maybe two, squeezing it together. Keep the pelvic floor lifted. Keep holding, squeezing, holding, squeezing. And then relax everything down, palms turn. Open the palm and hold it there. So we do it again. We wrap the fingers around the thumb. Lift the head up, lift your head and shoulders. Lifting one or two legs off the floor, squeeze it all together. Hold it here, looking down to your toes. Squeeze and hold, squeeze and hold, squeeze and hold, squeeze and hold. Relax, palms turn up, relax everything. And then we do that one last time. So thumbs, wrap your fingers around the thumbs, lift the head and shoulders, coming up, hold, squeeze. And relax. Now completely let it go. And so as you lie there relaxed, I'm going to stay there for a few moments. So if you've got a jumper or anything you want to put back on, you have a blanket handy. So give yourself a few moments here. So just lying with the eyes closed. And we're letting go, we're relaxing now, relaxing the body. So consciously go in and relax through the deeper abdominal area. We did quite a lot of work in that area. So soften your whole belly. Soften your hip flexors, your thighs, all the way down to your feet. Relax your face. Sometimes when we're putting a bit of effort in, we scrunch up the face, maybe scrunch up the forehead. So now soften that. Relax your shoulders down. And just focus a bit more on your breathing. And with every breath, let the body relax a bit more. Keep connecting to the coolness of the breath, the effortless flow of the breath. And let your focus turn inward. If your thoughts are wandering a little bit, just let them drift. Pay attention to the quality of your thoughts, but just let them drift a bit. Take a few deeper breaths, so let the breath really expand now, belly, ribs, chest. And then on your next inhale, reach your arms behind, take a big stretch out from fingers to toes. And hug the knees into the chest and make your way to a sitting position. Namaste.